A lot of you have been asking me why I'm crafting this. And it's because I have never crafted something that can be faster than the speed of sound. You know, this is a whip. General whip is about 2.5 meters. And the thing that crosses the speed of sound is this. It's called a cracker. Before I thought that the sound that whip makes is when the whip reaches the end and this thing somehow hits the rope. And that's the sound it creates. But actually no. When you swing the whip, it creates this circle that travels across the whip to the very end. And when it reaches the end, this thing gains speed. And when it reaches the end, this thing is faster than the speed of sound. And then it creates this movement which passes the speed of sound. As you know how sound works, it's waves that are faster than the thing that creates the sound. But once you reach the speed of sound, you are moving as fast as the sound. The wave goes with you, and therefore it accumulates. And when this passes the speed of sound, it accumulates the sound, so it's of a higher frequency. That's why you hear the boom. But this thing is much less loud than when the end of this reaches the speed of sound. It basically accumulates all the sound, and more accumulated sound means higher frequency, means louder noise. So basically that's it. You can see on the pictures how I've been plating this. It has 2 bellies and the overlay. You see, it has this knot in the end, and this thing, it's called the handle. Inside is a spring steel. Then here are the BBs, and then the rest is just plated rope. And then the end, this is called a fall. It's attached at the very end, and then this is a cracker. This gets replaced often because as you are using the whip, it gets damaged. And you have to repair the thing, craft it again. And thanks to my friends, I was even able to wax this. So it's heavier, it can withstand weather circumstances, rain, heat. It's heavier, and it's my most advanced project with the paracord. I have already crafted the belt, those little key hangers, and this is the most advanced thing. It actually does something. It passes the speed of sound, and everyone is asking me why I'm carrying this around. I set a goal to crack it at the top of the Mount Boboto Cook. Yeah, that's the name, here in Montenegro. And I actually did. It's more difficult to crack it when the wind is fast, because you have to unroll this motion. It's creating this motion needs to be uninterrupted, so it can reach the speed of sound. And as it reaches the speed of sound, as you can see, the cracker will be torn apart eventually. It's very, very soft in the end. And then it gets tougher and tougher until you get to the handle, which is the toughest part. So as you are crafting one of these, we are losing tension until you reach the end, which is the most loose part, but the most important one. I did this thanks to Nick's whip shop, so thank you, Nick. I'll see to it that I'll craft more whips, maybe 2 or 3 more, because I bought the spring steel that was about 1 meter, and the handle needs just 1/4 of a meter, so I'll craft 2 or 3 more whips, because it's really relaxing to craft it, and it's really enjoyable. I think I will craft a longer one than this, because basically at the first I thought that I will craft really long whip, And then I realized the longer the whip is, the harder it is to be cracked, and you can hurt someone much easier. But it's really enjoyable to be able to craft not a deadly weapon, but a kind of a thing that has purpose. As I've been cracking it along the way, I was scaring chickens most of the time. I did 2 or 3 cracks, and chickens starting doing those. Everyone woke up. So yeah, that's my whip. And if you've been wondering why it is so pleasurable to crack one of these, let me show you why. Crack test number 1. This can happen if you are cracking without a caution. Crack test number 2.